clarity, sustaining harmony. Well, I don't think there's any need for any further introduction from me. So over to the wonderful David, Phelops, and friends. So if you can now unmute David, and I will mute. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome. This is my first bit of singing at Save Sunday Music. I have, of course, appeared with more than just a choir before, and I'm here with two amazing people, Janet Bell and Mubina Asaria. As, of course, this is Zoom, we can't sing exactly at the same time together, so we have a varied programme for you. We're going to sing separately. And at one time, you may think we're singing together, but we won't be. But you might think so. There's quite a lot going on, so I'm going to start straight away. If you can see behind me, I have a picture of the Rat Pack, and I'm going to start off with one of my favourite Frank Sinatra tunes, which is Fly Me to the Moon. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, oh yeah. In other words, okay, it's now, you might notice a little theme running through what we're doing. There's a couple of themes. We'll see if you notice as we're going along. We obviously got off to a flying start. Sorry for about that. And we're now going to hand over to Janet, who's going to introduce and sing for you. Janet, please.
Hi. So we're now going somewhere over the rainbow.
Way up
in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you care to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
Spacebar, babe.
So, up next, we have Mubina. So while David and I have known each other for, we realised recently, a third of my life, which is quite daunting, actually. Mubina, we've had the pleasure to get to know really quite recently, and I feel really lucky that she's chosen to spend some time with us, and is spending pleasured us with her company. I'm not doing so well with my words written down, so I'm just gonna hand over to Mubina now.
Thank you, Janet, for your kind words, and I'm delighted to be here. I've been with More Than Just a Choir. I joined just at the beginning of lockdown on Zoom, actually. So thanks to technology and Zoom, I've been able to connect with everyone, and it's made such a difference to my life. So I'm going to sing a song. We've been over the rainbow. Now we're going to go under the stars, and I'm going to sing City of Stars, which is from La La Land. I must apologize just in case the doorbell might ring at some point during the performance, because I've got a Tesco delivery and I tried to cancel it, but the joys of lockdown and all of this. But anyway, let's go. If it happens, someone else will fill in for me. Okay. City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can see. Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I shared with you. That now our dreams may finally come true. City of stars, just one thing everybody wants. There in the bars, through the smoke screen of crowded restaurants, it's love. Yes, all we're looking for is love from someone else. A rush,
A glance,
a touch,
a dance,
look in somebody's eyes, to light up the skies, to open the world instead of reeling. A voice that says I'll be here and you'll be alright. Oh, I don't care what they say or where I will go, 'cause all that I need is this crazy feeling. Rat-tat-tat in my heart. Think I wanted to stay. City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, you never shine so brightly. Thank you. I'm now going to hand over to David and see if you can spot the theme.
Well, thank you very much, Mubina. That was lovely. And if you thought you heard my voice on the backing there, that was me. What we did, I recorded the second part, sent it to Mubina, and then she sang over it. So by the wonders of technology, we could actually do a duet, although sadly not live. Okay, so we've flown to the moon, we're somewhere over the rainbow, we're in the city of stars, and now it's about sunshine. This is the first of a couple of Neapolitan songs that I'm going to do. This is from the 19th century, and it's called O Sole Mio. You may recognise it either as O Sole Mio, or as just one cornetto, or as It's Now or Never by Elvis Presley. If you know any of those, and you want to sing along in a state of blissful mute, you're very welcome to do so. I've chosen to do this song very early in the set because it takes quite a lot of singing. So I wanted to, while I'm fresh, I wanted to get this going. So here we go with O Sole Mio. Sole mio, sta quando fa notte, o sole se ne scene, ma bene quasi na malinconia, sotto finestra toia restaria, quando fa notte sole se ne scene, ma notte sole che bello è ne, o sole mio sta in fronte a te. O sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. O sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. Thank you very much. Whoa, okay, thank you. Now my nerves are settling down. My brain is beginning to function again. So I'm just going to say I've been running choirs in a choir in Harrow for over 10 years. Started off for people affected by mental ill health, and started off very small and very slowly, and had grown over the years. And then I started another choir in Westminster in conjunction with Brent, Wandsworth and Westminster Mind. And the Harrow Choir, of course, was started under the auspices of that amazing Harrow Rethink support group, which is part of the charity Rethink Mental Illness. And now 11 years, we've just, in fact, this month, we're celebrating our 11th anniversary, and as more than just a choir. And on this coming Tuesday will be my 100th Zoom choir session since lockdown. I've been doing 3 or 4 a week ever since the middle of March. And they have come to, they've transitioned from being just something you're doing because you can't meet up. They've become, for me, an event in itself, and it's it's a different thing. It's not singing in a choir, it's different, it's getting together, it's keeping the community together, it's keeping the connection going, finding new people, bringing new people in. People are still finding their voice coming in, and it's only really through this lockdown I've done so much more singing myself, which has enabled me to come and do this today for you, because I've spent so much more time singing. So that's wonderful. So I won't say any more now, but we'll carry on. And just we're going to take a slightly different turn. So I'm going to hand back over to Janet now.
Thank you, David. Yeah, just a little bit different. Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I've reached the top and had to stop, and that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man cub and stroll right into town and be just like the other men. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, ooby-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You'll see it's true, an ape like me gotta learn to be human too. Yeah, ba-ba, yabba da ba ba ba, yabba da ba, yabba ba, yabba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba, ba 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 da ba ba, yabba ba, yabba da da da. Now don't try to kid me, man cub, I'll make a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dreams come true. Now give me the secret, man cub, come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you. Wanna be like you, wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You'll see it's true, someone like me can learn to be like someone like you. Can learn to be like someone like you. One more time, can learn to be like someone like me. Zagada beep bop bop da bop 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 bop. Oh man. So yeah, that was a little bit different. But on the theme of wanting to be a little bit different, I'm going to hand back to David.
Thank you very much. Okay, and that was amazing, Janet. Really had me swinging. Really had me.
Thanks, David.
Now, yes, staying in Naples, coming forward a few years though, coming to Naples in the 1950s, where the context is that America is the place that everybody wants to go and everybody wants to be. The cars, the fashion, the sport. So this is the story of a young man who wants to be an American. And it's a bit of making a little bit, it's teasing him a little bit, saying, so you want to be an American, do you? Okay, well, I see you've got your baseball cap with the visor turned up. You know, you're smoking Camel cigarettes, you're playing baseball, you're dancing rock and roll, and you're strutting down the street like a wise guy. So, but who's paying for your cigarettes? Coming out of your mother's purse. And anyway, who told you to be an American? So it's really that. It's called, so you want to be an American, and in Neapolitan, it's called Tu vois fa l'americano. Just want to check, are there any Neapolitan speakers here? Raise your hands or give me a sign somewhere. Any Neapolitan speakers? No, thank goodness for that. Okay. So I can tell you now that my Neapolitan is near perfect, as you're about to find out. Here, where we go. Let's get... Porta cazzona con una stemmaretta, una cupolella che visiera izzata, passa scampagnana per tuletta, come un guappa te fa guardare. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, americano, americano, sienta me che cosa fa. Tu vuoi vivere all'amore, ma se bevi whisky and soda, poi ti senti disturbato. Tu ballo rock and roll, tu giochi a baseball, ma sorda pecamel, chi te ne dà la borsetta di mamma. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, americano, americano, ma se nati in Italia, senta a me non c'è sta niente a fa, ok? Napolitan, tu vuoi fare l'American, tu vuoi fare l'American. Come ti può capire che ti va bene, se tu le parli è americana. Quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come ti viene capa di I love you. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, Americano, americano, siéntame che t'ho fa fa. Tu vuoi vivere alla moda, ma se bevi whisky and soda, poi ti senti disturba. Tu a ballo e rock and roll, tu giochi a baseball, ma sorda pega me, che te li dà la borsetta di mamma. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, americano, americano, ma se nati in Italia, siente a me non ci sta niente a fa, ok, napolitano. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, tu vuoi fare l'americano. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, americano, americano, ma se nati in Italia, siendo a me non c'è sta niente a fa. Ok, napolitano, tu vuoi fare l'americano, tu vuoi fare l'americano. Whiskey and soda, rock and roll, a whiskey and soda, rock and roll, whiskey and soda, rock and roll. Tu vuoi fare l'americano, tu vuoi fare l'americano. No! Thank you all. Wow, I did enjoy that. It was great. Fantastic stuff. Okay, where are we? Oh my gosh, it's still on me. Staying with me for the moment. A little change of direction again. Staying in America probably in the 60s, and this, not staying in America, going to America in the 60s. And this was a hit for the Righteous Brothers. And for those of you who've seen the film Ghost, it was that in that famous scene in Ghost, and is well known for that. And this is an Unchained melody. If you're expecting to hear the dulcet tones of the Righteous Brothers, you've come to the wrong place. You have my dulcet tones instead. So in my own style, here is Unchained melody. My darling, I've hungered for your touch, a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still a mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Yeah. Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my darling. I've hungered for your touch. A long, lonely time, and I know that time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. God, speak your love to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to hand back now immediately to Janet.
Wow, David, that was fantastic. Thank you. This is going to be a little bit different. So I grew up with folk music, and this is actually a song I wrote for my nephew, who is hopefully somewhere in the audience. It's my friend's son. She spent her maternity leave pretty much in my house, at least a couple of times a week, and I love my nephew with all of my heart. But I also love naps, and he was not such a fan, but he did like listening to me sing. So this is a lullaby I wrote for him, and it did seem to work. And it also worked on his brother when he came along a couple of years later. So I haven't actually written a second lullaby for him. I'm sorry, Kian. So this is for Dhilan and for Kian. Te quiero, Dhilan and Kian. And if you're listening, this is for you. So this is Dylan's lullaby. They are both here, I've been told. Hush now, don't you worry. The world will wait for you. And hush now, don't you worry. I'll sleep alongside you. The birds will still be singing. The sky will stay so blue. And you will wake beside me, dear, and I alongside you. And hush now, don't you worry, the world will wait for you. And hush now, don't you worry, I'll sleep alongside you. The world will keep on turning. There will be time to play. But now it's time to rest, my dear, and with you I will stay. And hush now, don't you worry. The world will wait for you. And hush now, don't you worry, I'll sleep alongside you. And hush now, don't you worry, the world will wait for you. Hush now, don't you worry, I'll sleep alongside you. Okay.
That was amazing. That was amazing, Janet. Absolutely outstanding. David, would it be okay now if we have our 15-minute quiz and resume in 15 minutes' time, or do you want to do another number?
Okay, well, we're obviously overrunning, so we will move things up. And if you want to have the quiz now, we'll go ahead. We had two more songs left in this first half, but if
why not do the two songs, David?
Sorry, can I just stay with this for a moment?
Why not do the two songs, David?
Stick to your program.
David, I think that do the two songs if you would please, and then we'll take the 15-minute quiz. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, David.
Okay, Janet, the floor is yours.
Yep. Okay. So, we're going to do a bit of a switcho changeo again, and we're going to do something very, very different. And we're going to do a little bit of Nancy Sinatra. Hopefully. You keep saying you've got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing. Now someone else is getting all your best, and these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing, and you keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be a-changing. Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. And these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! Well, I just found me a brand new box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn. And these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking. Okay, and for the last set in this half, I'm going to hand back to Mubina.
Thank you, Janet. So the next song is by the Carpenters. It's actually one of my favorites because it's the first record I ever bought. I was 11 years old and I saved up all my pocket money and went to Our Price Records. I'm sure some of you remember that shop. So I'm sure you'll know the words. So sing along and let's have some fun. to myself and feeling old. Sometimes I'd like to quit, nothing ever seems to fit. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. What I've got they used to call the blues. Nothing is really wrong, I'm feeling like I don't belong. Walking around, some kind of lonely clown. Rainy days and Mondays always kept me down. Funny, but it seems with you. Nice to know somebody loves me. Funny, but it seems that it's the only thing to do, to run and find the one who loves me, the one who loves me. What I feel has come and gone before. No need to talk it out, we know what it's all about. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Funny, but it seems that it's the only thing to do, run and find the one who loves me. What I feel has come and gone before. No need to talk it out, we know what it's all about. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Hanging around, nothing to do but frown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Thank you.
Well, what a fantastic session so far. Thank you very much for that song there. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. I must say that applies to me too. But not, of course, Sundays, because on Sundays we have Save Sunday Music. Well, what a fantastic session so far then from David Phelops and friends. I'd like to remind you then about the voluntary donations that you can make. You can make these via the bank account, or you can send a check to the postal address that we advertise. Please be as generous as you can be. Sorry, can everybody be muted, please? Apart from me. Please be as generous as you can be, because on this occasion, all your donations will go to the charity Sustaining Harmony. I think some people still need to be muted. Well, fantastic. In 15 minutes, we will resume, but in the